Whether she critiques restaurants, writes about her life story, or pens delightful novels, my next guest is known as one of the best food writers of our era. Joining us to chat about her newest work of fiction, the Paris novel, please welcome the former editor-in-chief of Gourmet magazine, Ruth Reichl. I've been looking forward to this chat for so long. I am such a huge fan of yours.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. So you've written pretty consistently for most of your life.
I have.
Yeah.
Yes. I wrote first cookbook at 22.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Well, you've also written a number of memoirs, 5, I believe.
Yes.
But your novel work also kind of takes inspiration from your everyday life.
Well, food is always in everything I do.
Yeah. It's true. And then this book, the Paris novel, one thing you are so amazing at doing is making me want to eat and have a glass of wine. I'm not gonna lie. When I was reading this book, I said to my husband, I was like, I need some wine as soon as I get home because it is such a beautiful book. You're so adept at writing and describing flavors. And in this novel, you talk about so many of your passions. You talk about fashion, books, food, Paris, obviously. What started your love affair with Paris in particular?
Oh, I went there for the first time when I was 12 and thought, this is my city.
Yeah.
And I have never stopped thinking that.
Yeah.
You know, it's romantic. The food is wonderful. There's great art, fashion. It's a great place to walk in.
Yeah.
And so I sort of thought of this book as kind of a love letter to Paris and then to everything there. You know, the food, the people.
It starts off with the main character, Stella, and she finds this absolutely beautiful dress, a vintage Dior dress that she tries on. It almost gives her a different personality. It makes her feel like a different person. And I hear that is something similar to something that happened to you.
That actually comes from my last book, Save Me the Plums.
Yeah.
There's a chapter about me walking into this vintage clothing store, putting on this dress, and I was just another creature.
Yeah.
I looked in the mirror and I thought, who is that person?
Yeah.
I want to be that person.
Yeah.
And then the woman in the store said, you know, this is your dress. And I said, yes. And I said, how much is it? And I did the math. And it was $6,000.
Oh my gosh.
And I did not buy the dress. And my editor said, I love that chapter so much. Couldn't you write a novel based on it where the character buys the dress? And so I imagined someone who is very timid, has lived a very small life.
A safe life.
Yes. And she walks into this store, buys the dress, and decides to go for it.
It's so true that you can go somewhere, try something on, and it can be that spark that absolutely changes everything.
You can change.
Yeah.
There is always hope.
Yeah.
And for me, one of the transformative things is food. And so she literally comes to her senses.
Yeah.
She puts on this dress, and for the first time ever, she allows herself to experience things. And what was so much fun for me was imagining someone who has never had the pleasure of food before. She's never allowed herself that. And, you know, she tastes an oyster for the first time. She tastes Chablis for the first time. And she really lets herself eat with her entire being, her whole body. And it was just so much fun for me to imagine what it was like to. And then she goes from one great meal to another. And she, with each experience, she comes into the world a little bit more.
It's true. And honestly, even you just talking about oysters and Chablis there, I'm already hungry. Like, I was like, what are we doing? So you've been writing for the majority of your life, and this year you've been honored with the Lifetime Achievement Awards with the James Beard Foundation. So huge congratulations on that.
Thank you.
It is so beautiful. And sharing your food writing has been so wonderful. I'm actually going to Paris this summer. It'll be my only 5th time. Like, I'm not a Ruth Reichl about this. But do you have like the best restaurant I should go to?
Well, there are many restaurants
I know.
you should go to, but I think you should go to Pierre Gagnère.
Okay.
He is, if you've seen the Taste of Things, the great movie, he was the consultant on that.
Yes.
He has had 3 stars for a long time. He constantly challenges himself. He's always walking a tightrope. You never know what you're going to get.
Ugh.
And with each dish, there are 5 satellite dishes around it. So if you're 5 people at a table, you end up with a table with like 60 dishes, and they're all different.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, okay, that sounds amazing. That's gonna be on my list. I did read somewhere that you do love a peanut butter and jam sandwich. I did make jam the other day, so I am gonna bring this up. But Ruth, I must say, I know you have a very particular type of bread and everything, but I did read, we're gonna dig into this, but Ruth, absolutely congratulations on this beautiful book. I devoured it, and it made me hungry. So thank you so, so much.
Thank you.
And the Paris novel is out now, and thanks to Ruth, you're all going home with a copy. Thank you so much. That is our show for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time for more of the good stuff. Thank you so much. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.